kata pasti juga lokal අනාගාමී වෙන්න ගැන යනකොට ඉදච්ච කුකුච්ච ඇතිවලා ඒකෙන් ඉවරුණා.
මම දැන් ওই මාර්ගඵල තියෙනව නේද? කොටිම පිළිගන්නේ නැහැ කියන එකයි නේ කියන්නේ.
ඊයේ කතා තියෙන කුකුච්ච කොහමදුර ඊයේ වෙදී
මට ඉතින් එකෙන් ආව ලොකු කුකුච්චයක් ආවා පිපිලිසරේ. මාත් ඒ කාලේ සකදාගාමී වෙලානේ හිටියේ. දැන් නම් ඉතින් පොතුජන. ඔව්. සකදාගාමී වෙලා හරියට වෙලා ඊට පස්සේ එහෙම එහෙ ඉන්නකොට සකදාගාමී වෙලා හිටියේ. දැන් අපිට වැඩි ලොකු අය තමයි කවුද සංඝ රක්කි බුද්ධ රක්කිත සංඝරා ඒ කට්ටිය. අපි ඉතින් අර third class නේ. third class එකේ හිටියා. ඉතින්
So this is continuation on yesterday talk which was talking about restlessness and worry, especially the worry part. So Loko Hamuduru told us this story of being in Burma and how 2 months that were supposedly Anagamis got into this fire while going on arms, and it carried up to the time when they returned from the arms round, still they were fighting. So I told Lokamdu it was not very clear why he was getting the kukucha. So he explained those days. So now these days he thinks he's a worldly, Putujana, but those days he still got the idea he was probably Sakadagami. And those guys were like one level up above him. And when they got into the fight, he got this kukucha because he thought like if Anagamis are like this, what is this about? So he said they were like third class citizens because they were only Sakadagamis in the center, within the center. And no. That time he think he's Sakadagami. When he was in Burma, he thought he was Sakadagami. And 2 people who were supposed to be Anagami start fighting. So he thinks. So then. They just think. Not pretend. They think they have some. Adhimana was saying. Do you know? Adhimana. Okay. Now do you understand? Those 2 monks, they have some meditation experience and they think they are Anagami. Lokohamu that time, some meditation experience, he thinks he is Sakadagami. So Anagamis are higher than him, but they start fighting. So then he get Udacha Kukucha because he thinks if I am lower than them and they are fighting, what is all this talk about Anagamis, Sakadagamis? What is happening if they are more developed than me and they are fighting? So Lokal said since those days he got very fed up these people claiming to be any kind of attainment because he has seen many things like that. Always somebody thinking that has some attainment doing things that are not compatible with that.
දැන් ඒ වගේ දැන් අපිට ඒ වගේ දකින්න ලැබෙනවනේ. දැන් අර මම පොතුජන නිසා මට උද්දච්චෙන්නේ නැහැ කුකුච්චෙත් නැහැ.
So now since I am just a worldling, I don't get Uddacha Kukucha when these things like that happening because I am just a worldling, so it has nothing to do with me.
ඉතින් දැන් මම පොතුජනනේ ඉතින් මට උද්දච්ච කුකුච්චේ ගැන කතා කරන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් ප්‍රශ්න ඉවරයිනේ. දැන් අද අම්මෝ උද්දච්ච කුකුච්චේ ඒවැ තමයි සිත සමාධි වෙන්නේ නැහැ, තැම්පත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. තැම්පත් වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ තැම්පත් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේ තැම්පත් වීම කියන්නේ කුකුච්චයක් තමයි.
So but if you are like what Lokohamudu used to be or those monks used to be, he said even if you attain some kind of calmness of mind, this is still connected with this kind of worry.
දැන් මේක අර කුක්කුච්චය ගැන අපි කියන්න ඕනේ.
Mm.
මේ කුක්කුච්චය කියන එක අපිට මේ හරි අමාරුයි තේරුම් ගන්න.
So conscious understanding about this kukucha is actually quite difficult.
මං කියවනේ මේක අධ්‍යාපනයෙන් තියෙනවා, මේ තොර ධනයෙන් තියෙනවා, සීලයෙන් තියෙනවා, භාවනාවෙන් එකකින් නෙවෙයි තියෙන්නේ. උගා දේවල් වලින් තියෙනවා.
So you can have, if I understand correctly, you can have different kind of kukucha worries because of different things, because of education, meditation, like wealth, other things. So you can get worries about those things.
මං ඊයේ කිව්වා අධ්‍යාපනයෙන් නම් කුක්කුච්චේ උද්දච්චේ හොඳයි කියලා.
But as Lokam mentioned yesterday, especially for education, actually this restlessness and worry is in a way helpful because it can like help you to develop that.
ඒක තියෙනකන් ඉතින් හොඳටම යන්න පුළුවන් ගොඩක්.
Yeah, as long as you have the restlessness and worry, you can still push forward and like do something for the like education.
ඒක හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒකෙන් යන්න හොඳට යන්න පුළුවන් තමයි.
And actually people usually don't get rid of the restlessness and worry connected with the education, let's say. So they like, while keeping that, they are pushing forward and developing more and more the education.
එතකොට දැන් අනාගාමී පුද්ගලයෙකින්
So then we have anagamis or non-returners, people with the third realization.
හැබැයි අනාගාමී පුද්ගලයාට නම් කුක්කුච්චේ නැහැ.
So for a true real anagami, the kukucha part, the worry or these regrets are not there. They stopped existing or functioning.
ඒ කියන්නේ එයාගේ සමාධිය මේ එකඟත්වයේ ධ්‍යාන ගැන එයා මේ ධ්‍යාන කියලා කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. එයාගේ සමාධිය ඉතින් ඒ කියන එකඟත්වයේ සිටේ මේ සිටේ එකඟත්වය නිසා මේ බාහිර එකඟ වුණ කෙනෙකුගේ හෝ එකඟ වුණේ නැති කෙනෙකුගේ හෝ ඒ ගැන ඒගොල්ලෝ කෙරේ කුක්කුච්චයක් නැහැ. තමුන් කෙරේත් නැහැ. ඒ තමුන් කෙරේ නැති නිසා තමයි ඒ විදිහට කුක්කුච්ච අනිත් අය කෙරේත් නැහැ.
So because of his settledness of mind or unity of mind, an anagami might not use the terms like jhanas or samadhi, but like he knows this kind of settledness or unity of mind. Within an anagami there is no regrets or worries whatsoever about that within himself. So because within himself or herself this is not working at all, as a result also the like external causes for worries about those things are not functioning.
මම කුක්කුච්චයක් තියාගෙන අනාගාමී වුණොත් මගේ සමාධිය රැක ගන්න මම හුඟක් තැම්පත් මේ අනිත්‍යයටත් මේ මා කෙරෙහි ඊටකොට මේ මොනවා හරි අකුසලයක් ඇති වෙයි කියලා ඒක රකින්නත් හිතවිලි තියෙනවා. ඔන්නෝ මේවා තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඔව් දැන් මට අනාගාමීකම මං අනාගාමී කියලා මම හිතනවා. හිතනකොට මට මේ ඇත්ත අනාගාමීකම මට නැහැ. ඒකට මං නිකන් මේ බොහොම තැම්පත් වෙලා ඉඳ ආසයි. මොකද අනිත්‍යයට අකුසල ඇති වෙයි කියලා. ඔව්. ඒක තමයි කුක්කුච්චේ.
So this is Lokan says if people have idea they have attained anagamiship, but his only idea is not real anagamiship. What happens is they try to stay very calm and settled because this kind of idea of protecting themselves and others is actually triggered by this worrying. So they think, especially about other people, they think I am anagami. If they do something that might like upset anagami, it is very bad for them. So I have to protect them by like behaving very calmly and so on.
ඔයා හිතන අනාගාමී කෙනෙක් ඉන්නේ මෙහෙමයි කතා කරන්නේ මෙහෙමයි එයාගේ චර්යා මෙහෙමයි කියලා එයාගේ ඔළුවේ එකක් හැදෙනවා.
So in his,
හදා ගන්නව නෙමෙයි හැදෙනවා.
it's in this, I don't know, let's say, not through anagami, but the person that thinks he has attained that, ideas like that just start happening. Anagamis walking like this, talking like this, sitting like this, behaving like this, and he tries to, he or she tries to behave according to those ideas that what your anagami should be looking like.
පෙළක් අය ඉතින් මේ කතා කරන්න බයයි. සමාජෙට එන්න යන්න හොඳ නැහැ. ඒක ඇතුලේ තියෙන කුකුච්චයක් බයක් තියෙනවා මේ කෙලෙස් එයි කියලා.
So some of them, they have this inclination of not talking with other people because they think and either the talking itself is bad or at least the talking is said to be a hindrance to concentration. So then they really try to avoid talking with people and things like that. So within that idea, there is kind of worry and fear hidden. So when you see worry and fear hidden, already you know, like from the outside you can see it is not true anagami. But they have this worry, actually worrying about losing the concentration or worrying about some defilements coming up.
මම මේක උපමාවක් නෑ කියාදී.
This is just like illustration to, comes as like a simile to illustrate the situation.
දැන් මේ භාවනාවක් දන්නේ නැති කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා.
So let's say there is somebody that does not know anything about meditation.
මේ උද්දච්ච කුක්කුච්ච ගැන දන්නේත් නැති අය ඉන්නවා.
There's like people like that don't know anything about uddhacca, kukucha or restlessness and worries.
ඒ මොනවාක්වත් ඔහුගේ මනසේ නැහැ. ඒව ගැන මනසේ නැහැ නෙමෙයි. ඒව ගැන දන්නේම නැහැ. අහලත් නැහැ, දන්නෙත් නැහැ, හිතලත් නැහැ, සංඥාවක්වත් හතරන්නේ නැහැ.
So the person has never heard that there are things like that, or like most Buddhists, we know this, all this like different like it's like Buddhist jargon about things like defilements and hindrances and fetters, and we know all these like lists of different bad qualities and good qualities. So this person does not have any idea about that at all. He has never heard or read about things like that at all. So as a result, he has no even perception about things like that.
එයා මේ කාම ලෝකෙනේ ඉන්නේ.
So it's somebody that is living in the sensual world, like kama kakai
නෑ කෑම නෑ. එයා කාමේ අඳුරන්නෙත් නෑනේ.
So he's actually not even aware that he is living in the sensuality and like contacting the senses and enjoyment of the senses.
ඒතකොට ඒ කාමේ අඳුරන්නෙත් නෑ. ඒව ගැන දන්නෙත් නෑ.
So he does not know anything. He's just living his like life.
දැන් ඉතින් එතකොට එයා මේ කාමය ගැන හඳුනන්නෙත් නෑ. එතකොට අර විදියට මේ භාවනා ගැන මොකක්වත් දන්නේ නැහැ. එයාගේ සිත කොයි විදිහ එකක්ද?
So it's like just living his life even not knowing anything about what are the sense, what is the karma or sensuality and enjoyment of the senses, what are hindrances, no ideas about those things at all. So no knowledge about meditation at all. So in what way such a person's mind would operate?
එයාට කාම අරමුණක් ආවොත් එහෙම කැහැට හරි කනට හරි නාසය දිවට ශරීරයට ආපු වෙලාවේ මේ ඒ අරමුණ ගන්නවා. ඒ අරමුණ ගත්ත ආයෙත් නෑ ආයෙත් ඉන්නවා. දැන් ඒ සාමාන්‍ය ලෝකෙ මිනිසා මේ මොනවාක්වත් නොදන්න මිනිසාගේ හැටියේ.
It's not like completely, I will call him like ignoramus about spiritual things. So if he is contacted by a sense impingement, some sensual data, some sense object, at that moment when that is happening, he is experiencing that object. When the object stops being the object of experience, he just continues living like before.
දැන් මේ උපමාවක් කියන්නේ
This is again just a kind of illustration
Okay.
of something.
අනාගාමී පුජ්‍යලයන් කුක්කුච්ච නැති කෙනා.
Lokam's trying to get the point across about what it is about the non-return or anagami, not having the worry.
අර පුද්ගලයා වගේමයි.
So in a way, he is like this complete ignoramus.
වෙනසක් තියෙනවා.
But there is a difference.
අර කාම අරමුණක් ආපුවාම ඒ කාම අරමුණ අජ්ජෝසාය තිත්තති බැහැ ගන්නවා ආපහු මේ කාම අරමුණක් එනවා ඒ කාම අරමුණ හඳුනන්නෙත් නැහැ බැස ගන්නෙත් නැහැ එච්චරයි. නැත්තම් අර විදිහම තමයි. ඒ කාම අරමුණක් ඇහෙන් කනෙන් ආවා අර විදිහට නෑ. ඒකට රෙස්ලස්නස් කුක්කුච්චේ නෑ. කුක්කුච්චේ වැඩ කරන්නේ නැති නිසා ඒක අරයට කුක්කුච්චේ වැඩ කරනවා.
So the anagami, for the normal person, the ignoramus, when the sensual object is happening, he gets kind of immersed in that experience, and then after the object stops being an object of experience, it is like emergence from that. So for the anagami or non-returner occurrences, the difference is when the sense object presents itself, there is actually, it's like even not registered or as sense object. So he just continues living.
අනිත් එක්කෙනා ඉන්නවා. තව එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා.
So then there is a third person.
එයා ඒ අරමුණ එනකොට තමාගේ හිත හැංගෙනවා.
So that third person, when the sense object
වේදනාව හැංගෙනවා.
presents to be experienced, he quickly hides himself from the object.
එයා බයක් තියෙනවා ඒ අරමුණ වලට.
So that's the third person has a kind of fear of what can happen because of the sensual object.
ඒක හොඳයි ඉතින් නරකන්නේ.
So I forgot to say this is the anagami because he's not like absorbed in the sensual object and not actually even registering it as a sensual thing. Because of that, there is no worry about that. So comes at the third person that has this fear and hides himself or herself from the sensual object. This is because of some kind of fear, but that one is also not a bad thing.
ඉතින් දැන් මේ කතාවට වැඩි වෙනස් කතාවක්. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් මේ කුක්කුච්චේ දැන් කුක්කුච්චේ අවබෝධයක් නැහැ. අවබෝධයක් නැති නිසා ඒව දන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි කුක්කුච්චේ තමයි ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්නේ. සාමාන්‍ය ඉන්න ලෝකේ එහෙම ගොඩක්.
So normal people's situation is they don't know anything about this worry or regrets, but they don't know about anything about it and they cannot recognize it, but the worry or regrets, they are functioning within them.
ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් මේ හරි හොඳ මිනිස්සු.
So they might be really good people actually.
මිනිස්සු ඇසුරු කරන්නත් හොඳයි.
And they are like it's good to even associate people like that. They are like worthy of associate.
ඒකට මේ හැම දෙයකටම සහායකුත් දෙනවා ඕන දෙයක් කරද්දී.
They are really helpful and assisting. So if there's anything or anybody, if somebody comes to ask for help with anything, they are very helpful.
හැබැයි මේ ධර්ම පැත්තට හැරෙන්න බයක් තියෙනවා.
But they have this fear of turning towards Dhamma.
ඒ කුක්කුච්ච තමයි දරුණු කුක්කුච්ච.
So that kind of
ඒ කුක්කුච්ච තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා මිනිසෙක් වශයෙන් ඉපදෙනවා. මිනිස්සු ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ ධර්ම ගැන තේරිලා නැහැ. කුක්කුච්ච අවබෝධකුත් නැහැ. මේවා ගැන දන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඉතින් ආයේ ඉතින් මේ මිනිස්සුත් බයෙන් ගිලිහිලත් යනවා.
So they have this fear towards turning through Dhamma, and Lokam says this is kind of kucha worry, which they don't realize, and it is very kind of nasty one. So as a result, they are kind of continuously born as probably human beings. अंतिम කොටස මට එච්චර.
අන්තිම කොටස ඒගොල්ලෝ නිකන් මේ මනුස්ස ජීවිතේ
ඔව්.
හොඳ ජීවිතයක්.
ඔව්.
ඒ මනුස්ස ජීවිතේ ඒ වුණාට මොනවද හොඳ ප්‍රයෝජනයක් ලැබුණේ නැහැ.
Sorry. Sorry, correction. So they just continue living their human lives without getting the true benefit. Like when you have a human life, you can get true benefit from that. So because they have this worry or fear of turning towards Dhamma, they never really manage to get the proper true benefit of human existence.
ඔව් දුගතියට යන කතාවක් නෙමෙයි.
It's not about going to some bad destination like lower realms.
සුගතියටත් යනවා.
They finish up in some good destination.
ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලන්ට අර මේ ගැන මේ දහම තීද්දිත් මනුස්සත්ව භාව දුර්ලභයි බුද්ධත්වය ඒවා ඔළුවේ නෑ ඒවා ගණන් ගන්නෑ.
So quite often you can hear this kind of stanza recited which says like in our chanting, it's at the end of the chanting how the arising of the Buddha in the world is extreme, it is rare, and human life is a rare thing, and getting confidence or faith is also very rare, and hearing the true Dhamma is extremely rare. So ideas like that don't happen in this kind of person.
පෙරක් අය බුදුහාමුදුරන් කාලේ බුදුහාමුදුරන් පිළිගන්න. හොඳ තාපතෙක් කියලා හොඳ පුද්ගලයෙක් කියලා ඔක්කොමත් මේ බුදුහාමුදුරන්ගේ ගතිගුණ අනුගමනයක් කරනවා. මේ මොනවාකට ක්‍රියාත්මක කරන්නේ.
So there is like reports of people like this or similar in the Buddha's times. So says there were some people who recognized the Buddha as a very good true ascetic with all these good qualities. They were recognizing all these good things and maybe even like listening to the Dhamma, but never really put in practice any like the Buddha was mostly advising people what to do, so they never really followed up like they maybe listened to Dhamma but didn't do anything about the practice.
අර හිතිය ශාස්ත්‍රුන් වහන්සේලා පිළිගන්නේ නැහැ. හිතියනේ පූර්ණ කාදාරේ මේකේ කියා. ඒගොල්ලෝ පිළිගන්නෙත් නැහැ. බුදුහාමුදුරන්ගේ මේ හොඳ එක්කෙනෙක් වශයෙන් දන්නවා.
So some of them were even like there were some other spiritual teachers in the Buddha's times. So some of these people they recognize out of these spiritual leaders or teachers available only the one that we now call the Buddha is the true guide, it is the proper ascetic, but still they did not really practice what the practice was about.
ඒ අතරතුර දැන් අර වේලොද්වාර ගහපතියෝ මේ වේලොද්වාර ගහපතියෝ කියන අපිට පංචකාම සම්පත්තිය ඕනේ. දූ දරුවොත් ඕනේ, ඉඩ කන්නොත් ඕනේ, මේ සුවඳ විලවුනොත් ඕනේ. මේ සුගතියට යන්න ධර්මයක් දේශනා කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා අහන්න.
So it's one incident like that is reported in Samyutta Nikaya in it's called bamboo people of bamboo gang. So it was like a village
ඉතින්
So they came to the Buddha and they said, we are enjoying our like lay lives. So we have houses and big families and children, and we use these sands and powders and makeups and whatnot. We are really enjoying that kind of life. We have no need for Nibbana, but can you give us some teaching for our benefit? Meaning they wanted to have like good rebirth, if you call it that. So that is the one incident that speaks about the people what Lokohamud was describing. So that because they came and asked the Buddha, he gave them some advice.
ඉතින් බලන්නකෝ ඉතින් මේ දැන් කාලාමයන්ගේ තීච්ච කුක්කුච්චි ඇරිුණානේ.
So then there is this
ඒ වෙන කතාවක් නේ.
another sutta, quite famous and popular, is called usually Kalama Sutta. So there was this like what do you call it? Trade town, like town that was at the crossroads of different trade routes, which was called Kesaputta, and people living there were called Kalamas. So different because there was like crossroads of main roads. All these spiritual teachers used to come and teach all kind of stuff, usually saying I am the right, the other people are wrong. So as a result, Lokam says these Kalamas, they had this worry about what is actually the real teaching.
හ්ම්.
So then came to the Buddha and said, we are confused or perplexed because every spiritual teacher says he is the correct one and the other one is wrong, and every time like new teacher comes, he is the right, so we don't know what to do. So then they asked the Buddha for advice and they were given some advice.
ඒතකොට දැන් ඒ වගේ දැන් මේ අර බුදුහාමුදුර ඇසුරු කරපුවාම මොකක්ද දෙනකොට අර කුක්කුච්චි කුක්කුච්චි මේ උගා යටපත් වෙනවා නැති විලාම යන අය ඉන්නවා. හා ඒතකොට එයා හිතාගෙන හිටියේ ආරමුණු වල කුක්කුච්චේ නෑ, වෙනත් ඒවා කුක්කුච්චි හැදෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ විදිහේ මට්ටම් වලට එන්න.
So there are many reports in the scriptures where people, after meeting the Buddha, comes says their worries were appeased or reduced by the Buddha, or sometimes they were thinking about something which was worrying them a lot. So after meeting the Buddha, that kind of topic, the worries about that topic was completely reduced. So they might have had some, later on maybe some thoughts about other things that started worrying them, but the thing they came to ask the Buddha about, that kind of worry was removed by the Buddha.
දැන් බාවාලි තවද ඒ ගෝලියෝ ගොඩක් හිටියා.
So there was this Brahmin teacher called Bavari, and he had a group of many students.
බාවාලි හිතන බාවාලි වයසයි.
So Bavari was already advanced in age, quite old.
බුදුහාමුදුරන්ව පිළිගන්නවා.
He was accepting the Buddha as somebody like true.
ඉතින් බාවාලිට මේ බාවාලිට ගිහින් මේ බාවාලිම හිතන මේ මොනවා හරි බැරුවෙත් මම ගෝලියෝ ටික ගියා.
So he thought, now I'm too old to do, because it was really far in those days, like it was ancient India, so they had to really travel with a lot of difficulties. So he thought, I am unable to make the journey to see the Buddha, but I can send my students and let the students meet the Buddha.
බුදුහාමුදුරන්ට යනකොට බාවාලි උගන්වලා අරින්නේ.
So
සිව්වේදේ පරප්‍රාත්තයිනේ. ඉතින් බාවාලි උගන්වලා අරින්නේ මේම හිතන්න, මේ සම්මා සම්බුදු නම් මේ ලක්ෂණ තියෙනවා, මේවා තියෙනවා බලන්න කියලා කියනවා.
So then
ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න එපා කිව්වා. හිතේ තියාගෙන ඉන්න කිව්වා. ඒතකොට ඒව ඒ විදිහටම කියයි.
So
ඉතින් හරි.
Bavari, because he was a Brahmin and kind of like spiritual practitioner, we call him that. He had this knowledge coming from the like generations of these practitioners before him, what a true kind of a great person or a Buddha should be like. So before sending his students, he told them, if it is a true one, he should be having these and these specific characteristics or behavior traits and so on. Another thing was, each of you ask him some specific thing, but don't ask him saying it loud. Say the question in your mind, because if he is the true one, he will be able to understand what you think. So things like that he told them before sending his students to see the Buddha.
ඉතින් බාවාලි තවසට බුදුහාමුදුරගේ කුක්කුච්චයක් නැහැ.
So Lokam says he didn't have worry or about the Buddha actually.
හැබැයි එයා කෙරෙහි තියෙනවා.
His worry was there towards himself.
බලන්න ඔය ඇටි කේනියා ජාතිලගේ කතාව බලන්න.
So then there was තමාට තියෙන
ඔව්.
ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක්ද?
ඒ තමාට ඉතින් මේ ගිහිල්ලා මේක කරගන්න බෑ ආරේ මේවා තියෙනවා.
So-
ඒ වගේ මේ අපේ සමාජයේ ඕන තරම් ඉන්නවා.
So his worry that Lokama mentioned was because he was old. The worry was I am too old to go. So that kind of worry was there. It was not about the Buddha being a Buddha. So then there was this top knot or Rastafari ascetic called Kenya.
ආ කේමි.
Kenya.
කේමි දැන්.
Kenya.
කේමි.
Kenya की कथा.
කේනියායි කතාව කේනියා මේ දවසක් මේ සේල බ්‍රාහ්මණ එනවා. මේ බුදුහාමුදුරන් කියන්නේ. එනවා කේනියා ජටිලගේ අසපුව හරහා එන්නේ. කේනියා ජටිල ලොකු මේ දානයක් සකස් කරනවා. ඉතින් සේල අහනවා මොකද්ද මේ ආවාහ විවාහයක්ද? එහෙම නැත්නම් ලොකු යාගයක්ද? එහෙම නැත්නම් මොකද්ද මේ කරන මේ පූජාවක්ද මොනවද කියලා අහනවා. නෑ එකක් නෙවෙයි කියලා කියන මේ කාල කේසෝ යොබ්බනෝ ඉතින් සාක්‍ය කුලෝ පබ්බජිතෝ ඔය කියාගෙන යනවා. මෙහෙම කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. එයා දැන් අපේ අසපුවට එනවා. එයාට අපි දානයක් දෙනවා. ඉතින් දැන් සේලා
Sela Bemuna.
ඔව් සේලා අහනවා කොහෙද දැන් ඉන්නේ කියලා. අර පේන තැන කියලා අත දික් කරලා පේනවා. හැබැයි ඉතින් එච්චර මේ විශ්වාසයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වුණාට තමා කෙරෙහි ඉන්නේ.
So this Kenya was preparing this. He was the head of some kind of small hermitage, and he was preparing some big like almsgiving or something. So this Brahmin called Sela happened to come along the road and saw like all these preparations. So he asked this Brahmin Sela asked the ascetic Kenya, what is happening here? Like, are you going to be hosting a marriage ceremony? No. So maybe it's some big pujas or offering to something. No. Or maybe it's like another religious occasion of this or that kind. But every time he got answer, no, it's not like that. So in the end, he learned this ascetic Kenya was preparing kind of almsgiving dana for the Buddha. He says, and when this ascetic describes the Buddha, he uses like long list of very praising words. He's like saying, while still being in the prime of his youth, with still like black hair and in full strength, he has left the home life and became an ascetic, and like then he gives like many nice, very beautiful description of the qualities of the Buddha.
ඔව්.
ඉතින් අන්තිම කොටස මත ආයිත් වෙන්නේ.
එතකොට මේ කේනියා ජාතිල දැන් කියනවනේ තේලට මේමගේ
ඒක කිව්වා.
ඔය තේලත් හොයාගෙන යනවා. තේල ගිහලා මාර්ගඵල ලබනවා. කේනියා ජාතිලට මොකුත් නැහැ. කේනියා ජාතිලට ඉතින් බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ කෙරෙහි කුක්කුච්චයක් නැහැ. කුක්කුච්චා බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ මේ කෙනෙක්. තමා කෙරෙහි තියෙනවා.
So it seemed later on this Brahmin Sela managed to meet the Buddha and attain some path knowledge, whereas nothing happened to Kenya. So Lokama says even though still similar occasion like before this Bhavari, even though the Kenya did not have any worry about the Buddhahood of the Buddha, he must have had some doubts or like worries about himself of not being able to do what is needed.
ඔව් ඒකේ හේතු තියෙනවා.
So there is a reason for that.
ඒගොල්ලෝ නිකන් උසස් මට්ටමේ ඉන්නෝනේ බ්‍රාහ්මණයන් අතර. ඒකට මදිකමක් වෙයි කියලා.
කවුද උසස් බ්‍රාහ්මණ?
දැන් ඒගොල්ලෝ බාවාරිලා කේනියලා ඉන්නේ බ්‍රාහ්මණයන් අතර. ඒගොල්ලෝ අතර ඉහළ මට්ටමකනේ ඉන්නේ. එතකොට දැන් මේ ඉහළ මට්ටම තියාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නැත්තම් ඉතින් ඒක පල්ලෙහා මට්ටමන්නේ. ඉතින් හැබැයි බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ පිළි අරගෙන තියෙනවා.
So both in Barbary and Kenya, Lokamita says the worry was connected with their kind of position, let's say, because they both of them they were kind of considered as very like on the, if you think about the society structure, on the top of the society structure. One of them was a prominent Brahmin, teacher of many students, so he was like a top guy, and the ascetic Kenya was in similar situation. So even though they recognized the Buddha as the Buddha, the worries about themselves was connected with the fact that if they really became like students of the Buddha or something, they, in a way, they would lose the top position they were holding. So Lokam says the part of the worry about themselves is connected with that.
පාරාසරිය යුත්තරගේ කතාවත් ඒවයි. පාරාසරිය බ්‍රහ්මජාල සූත්‍රය.
Oh,
පාරාසරියයි උත්තරයි.
oh.
ඉතින් දැන් ගෝලයා ගුරුනාන්ද බුදුහාමුදුරන්ට බැන යනවනේ. ගෝලයා බුදුහාමුදුරන්ට ගුණ කියනවා විදිහට. දැන් බලන්නකෝ.
So Lokam says there is somewhat similar situation as the setup for Brahmajala Sutta. That is the first sutta of Digha Nikaya. So in English it's called like net, something like net of all embracing net of views, I think is the English translation. So anyway, the setup of the story is there is a Brahmin teacher and Brahmin student, and they are going somewhere near this group of monks with the Buddha. So while they walk along the road, the teacher keeps on criticizing and scolding the Buddha, and the student is defending the Buddha, telling his own teacher, no, what you say about this ascetic Gautama is not correct, because this ascetic Gautama, meaning the Buddha, has all these good qualities.
Oh.
So Lokam says it's a somewhat similar situation about this being the top guy and having worries about that.
එතකොට මේ භික්ෂුන් වහන්සේලා ඒක ගිහිල්ලා බුදුහාමුදුරන්ට මේ මතක් කරනවා මේ පාරාසරියයි උත්තර යනවා එම කියනවා. ඒ මගේ ගුණවල ගුණයක් නෙවෙයි මගේ පොඩිම මේ පොඩි සීලයක් ගැන තමයි කියන්නේ කිව්වේ.
So then
ගුණයක් නෙවෙයි පොඩි සීලයක්.
this story continues that then the monks reported this to the Buddha later on, and the Buddha said, actually when this Brahmin student praises what he thinks are my amazing good qualities, he is similar to many other people, and when they think they are praising my amazing good qualities, what they talk about is this quite not so important small aspect of my sila or virtue, whereas there is something more that is really the good amazing quality which they don't speak about.
සෝතාපන්න කෙනා ලොකුවට කුකුච්චය උද්දච්චය වැඩ කරනවා. සෝතාපන්න කෙනා උද්දච්ච කුකුච්චය වැඩ කරනවා.
So
ඇත්තටම වැඩ කරනවා හොඳට.
So Lokam says in a stream enter this restlessness and worry are working still quite well, or like quite a lot.
භාවනා මේ වැඩ කරන්නේ මේ බාහිර ආරම්මන තුළ නෙවෙයි.
So ඒ කියන්නේ බාහිර ඒවත් එක්ක නෑ, හැබැයි තමාගේ පුහුණුවීමයි.
තමාගේ පුහුණුවයි තමා මේ තවත් පුද්ගලයෙක් එක්ක සංසන්දනය කරනවා. ඒ සංසන්දනය කරන සකදාගාමී පුද්ගලයෙක්. සකදාගාමී පුද්ගලයා අනාගාමී පුද්ගලයෙක් සංසන්දනය කරනවා. එතකොට අනාගාමී පුද්ගලයාට කුක්කුච්චේ නෑ උද්දච්චයෙන් සංසන්දනය කරන හරියත් එක්ක නෑ.
So Lokama says for the people that have realization, starting with the stream enterer, really the restlessness and worry, if there is still some left, that is in the stream enterer and once returner, then it does not work with the external things really. but it's connected with their own practice and their own attainment. So when I asked what Lokamu means, so he said, so the stream enter might have like worries or restlessness about what is his, the difference between him and the next part knowledge, that is once return. So the once returner, and also there is the other thing of comparison is connected with that.
දැන් සාමාන්‍ය
So then the once returner will have worries about the non-returner.
දැන් සාමාන්‍ය මේ පොතොජන කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවනේ දන් දෙනවා සීල් රකින්නවා මේ ඉදිමත් පිටිපෙත් කරනවා කොහොම ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් මේ සෝතාපන්නයි කියන එක සෝතාපන්නයි කියන වචනය තුල සෝතාපන්න පුද්ගලයා කෙරේ එයාට මේ තියෙනවා මේ කොහොම වෙන්නේ එකක්ද කොයි විදිහේ එකක්ද ඒක කොහොම එකක්ද කියලා මේ සිතේ කුකුච්චයක් වැඩ කරනවා. උද්දච්චයක් වැඩ කරනවා.
So I did not manage to. So the last bit of the last part was Lokamu said this anagami, the worries are not there, but he has kind of restlessness in how the attainment of the arahatship is. So we can think of it this way, because if we consider a person that is practicing something, giving alms and whatnot, with some kind of knowledge of stream and trade, so the normal person that is trying to somehow practice have some kind of worries in the mind how the stream enters, how it is attained, and if you are a stream enterer, what it is about. So you have worries about that.
ඉතින් මොකක්වත් වෙන කියන්න බෑ වගේ. කුකුච්චු තියෙනවා කියලා එකක් ගත්තාම හරි. කුකුච්චේ හොඳ පැත්තකුත් තියෙනවා නරක පැත්තකුත්
There
තියෙනවා.
is not much more to be said about that, only that the worries are there, and as was explained yesterday, for some things the worries can be actually helpful, but for some things like the other aspect of the worries really are unbeneficial.
ඒක කුකුච්චයක් නෑ මේ කාමයන් කෙරෙහි
So if you don't,
අනාගාමී කෙනෙක්.
for the anagami, the non-returner, there are no worries about sensual things.
ඉතින් බය වෙන්න ඕනේ නෑ. ඉතින් අපිට තියෙනවා කියලා හිතාගත්තාම හරි.
So we don't have to be like scared because we are kind of normal people living in sensual world. So it is normal and natural that we have this worry.
ඉතින් මේ මානසික රෝගයක් හැදුනාම මේ කුකුච්චේ තදින් යටපත් වෙනවා.
So Lokamu says if you have some kind of mental problem, like mental issues, some kind of mental diseases, they suppress very much the worry.
ඉතින් ඒක නාරයා මේ මාර්ගඵලලාභී පස්සේ කතා කරන්න වැඩ ඉන්නේ අරම කියන්නේ. දැන් මානසික රෝගේ වැඩි වෙච්චාම ඉතින් මාර්ගඵලලාභී පස්සේ ඉන්නේ කතා කරන්නේ වැඩ කරන්නේ. ඒකට කුකුච්චයක් වැඩ කරන්නේ මාර්ගඵලය ගැනමයි දන්නේ මම එහෙම කෙනෙක් කියලා. ඉතින් ඒකෙම තමයි ඉන්නේ.
So this is the specific kind of mental problem where some people they think they have මාර්ගඵලයක් ලබා ගත්තද?
නෑ මාර්ගඵල ලැබලා නෑ. ඔව්.
So they either, so I will just translate. So this kind of mental problem manifests itself like the person is only interested in the path knowledges and talks about that and how to attain those and so on.
මනස විකෘති වෙලානේ තියෙන්නේ.
Because his mind is derailed and working only about that, so seemingly the worry is kind of suppressed.
ඒ මනස විකෘතිය හැරෙනවා කුකුච්චේ උද්දච්චය આવොත්. ඉතින් ඒක හොඳටම පේන්නේ නැති වෙන්න බැහැලා.
So this, I hope I understood correctly. So this derailment of the mind actually happens when the restlessness and worry comes to the surface. So as a result, this person keeps them very much like hidden and suppressed.
මට අවුරුදු 17ක් 18ක් විතරදී වයස.
So when I was like 16, 17 or something like that, an incident happened.
මට ඉතින් භාවනා ගැන එච්චර නෑ මං එනවා ඉතින් භාවනා කරන්න.
So I did not know too much about meditation. I was coming to the meditation center doing some practice, but I did not know too much.
මට නිවන ඔය ගැන මට කිසි විශ්වාසයක්වත් නෑ. ඔය රෝතාපන්න ඒවා ගැන දන්නේ ඔය දන්නේ මං ඒවා ගැන දන්නේ මං භාවනා කරනවා.
So those days I did not really believe in Nibbana, and I did not know about things. Sotapatti gan dane.
ඒවා ගැන දන්නේ ඕනේ.
I did not know about things like stream entry and stuff like that. I didn't know, and like Lokohamu heard about Nibbana, but he was not interested and not believing that really, but he just wanted to meditate.
භාවනා කරන එක හොඳයි.
So he just thought meditation is a good thing, so that's why he was coming.
ඉතින් ඔය කාලේ මේ බස් මුදලාලි කෙනෙක් මේ ආන්ද ලංකාවේ බස් මුදලාලි කෙනෙක් භාවනාවට එනවා. බස් අයිතිකාරයෙක් ගම්බක්කේ.
So there was this gentleman that he was called the bus merchant. He was owner of buses, so I will call him bus boss because it sounds nice.
බස් බොස්.
So this bus boss came to meditate.
දැන් ඉතින් මේ කමටන් භාවනා කියද්දී තලග නානන්ද තලගල
So the instruction was given by this Talagala monk from Talagala. called Anand.
දැන් ඉතින් මෙයා රහත් වෙලා භාවනා කරනවා.
Bus boss.
බස් බොස්.
So then this bus boss became Arahat while meditating.
ඊට පස්සේ දවසක් පින්ඩපාතේ උදේ හීදානෙට එනකොට මිනිහා මේ හාමුදුරන්ටත් ඉස්සර වෙලා එනවා. ඉතින් ඒ කාලේ ඉන්නේ ලොකු හාමුදුරු. මේ උපාලි හාමුදුරුවෝ කියලා ඉන්නවා. ආර්යවංශ හාමුදුරුවෝ. බුරුමාරු ඉන්න කාලේ.
So those days there were some really senior monks that were meditators and really like very much like admired and senior monks. So after this Basbos became an Arahat, what was normally happening, all the monks and yogis, they form a row and go in a row for alms into the eating hall according to seniority. So after becoming an Arahat, the next morning the bus boss goes and stands in the front of the row before all the monks.
දැන් යනවා. දැන් රහත් බව කමටන් කියදී නහඳ අතින් අල්ලලා අරගෙන ගිහලා ඉස්සරට.
So the monk from Talagala, who was giving the instruction, called him by hand and put him at the end of the line.
ටිකක් කලන් ආයෙත් ඉස්සරහලා යනවා.
So then this row goes quite slowly because everybody tries to practice. So before reaching the alms hall, this Basbos, so-called Arahat, again quickly from the back came to the front, like came to the first place in the row.
හාමුදුරන්ගේ ආසනවල දැන් වාඩි වෙලා තියෙන පින්ඩපාතේ දානවද?
Then also in the dining hall, the monks or the people sit according to seniority. So the chief monk, the most senior one, has one specific seat, and then they sit one by one in order. So this Basbos Arahat came and sit to the front seat as the like most important person there.
ඉතින් බලන්න මේ එයාට කොච්චර රෙස්ලස් නැරනවද කුකුච්ච එනවද කියලා. ඉතින් බුද්ධ ඒක මේ දැන් එයා රහත් කියලා නේ හිතන්නේ. ඉතින් කුකුච්ච පේන්නේ නැහැනේ. එච්චර වැඩ කරනවා.
So Lokam's trying to show how the worry is very well hidden but actually working. So it is something that Lokahamad mentioned already quite like at the beginning of the talk, because they think they have attained something and they have idea how this attainer should be behaving, and they try to follow through acting like that. So this Basbos thought he was an Arahat, and as an Arahat he should be first in the row and other things. So he was trying to follow that. So behind that was this worry, but very well like hidden, but actually it was act of this worry that was doing these things.
මේ මම මේ මානෙලා මුල් කාලේ ටිකක්
Hmm.
ප්‍රධානපතා වෙච්ච මේ වස් එකක් දෙකක් කාලේ හිරගෙදර යනවා.
So
Nairan.
another story was about 1 or 2 years after my ordination, I used to visit prison.
ඔව්.
Prison.
දැන් එහෙ භාවනා කරලා එක්කෙනේ මහාන වෙලා.
So one of the inmates that used to meditate in the prison when I was going there and giving instruction, later on became a monk.
ඔන්න කොහෙද මන්ද මාන මිනිහා මේ අපේ හොයාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා
Oh,
කඳුබඩ
oh,
ඉතින් දැන් භාවනා කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා කුටි එක නතරලා භාවනා කරනවා.
oh,
භාවනා කරලා දවස් කිහිපයක් භාවනා කරා.
oh,
පුද්ගලයා නැහැ.
oh.
එයා පාවිදිත් නැහැ මධ්‍යස්ථාන එක පාවිදක් නැහැ.
This description of another kind of mental sickness actually. So anyway, so he was an inmate who was meditating when Lokanda was going to the prison and giving instruction to the prisoners. So later on he somehow got released and became a monk and eventually came to the old Kanduvada meditation center. So and then he said something, he does not need to meditate too much, but anyway first few days he was just staying in his room and meditating, and after few days elapsed, suddenly this monk disappeared from the center, but not only the monks but all the rugs that were there in meditation hall and other places.
දැන් කොහරි ඉතින් කොහොමරි මේ රෝගේ හැදිලා
Hmm.
රෝගේ පිස්සු එක්කනේ තමයි. ඉතින් අපිට පාපෙදි නැතුව ඉතින් අපි උදේ බලනකොට මිනිහා වාහනයක් අරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා මේ දානෙ තන් දෙන්න පාපෙදි ටිකක් දාගෙන ගියා රාතන් වහන්සේලා ස්පර්ශය කරපේවා ගෙනියන්න ඕනේ ගියා.
So his problem, he had like excessive faith, something like that. That was his mental issue. So what he did was in the early morning he went into the places where these monks and meditators were walking. There were these like runners or mats or like rugs. So he collected all those and managed a vehicle and put all those things in the vehicle, like in the car, saying those are the rugs and runners that were touched by the arahats. So they become like holy things because the arahats were walking on top of them, so they become like a relic. So we should enshrine them or do something like that.
මේ දේශේ තියෙනවා නේද?
Hmm.
පොඩ්ඩම කුක්කුච්චයකුත් එක්ක දේශේ තියෙනවා.
So then another, like if we consider anger, in connection with anger, worry or worry can combine with anger and create something quite strong.
ඔව් ඒක විවිධයි ඒක මට දැන් කියන්න බෑ.
So there are like different ways in which the worry can act like that. We don't have time to discuss all of them.
ඔය දැන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් මම දැක්ක එකක් කියන්නේ.
I can tell you just like one incident about it.
මේ අපේ මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ මිනිස්සෙක් ආවා.
So, a guy came to our meditation center.
මේ ඇඟිලි ටික මෙතනින් ගන්නට නෑ මෙන්න මේ.
So to see on his right arm or right hand, except for the thumb, all the other 4 fingers were the last segment. What is called segment? Let's say like the last segment of the 4 fingers was missing. So he had like normally the 4 fingers they have 3 segments. So the top segment was missing from the 4 fingers.
ඔව් මම මේ ඇඟිලි මම ඒව මොකද කියලා දාලා.
So later on I asked him what happened, why are you missing the fingertips basically.
ඉතින් කියන්නේ මිනිහා.
He was not really willing to tell me.
එයා වෙක්කගෙන ආපු මේ ආන්දර මගේ එයාගෙන් ඇහුවා.
So this person came with a monk together. So I asked the monk.
ඉතින් ඒකට කිව්වා මොකද්ද වෙච්ච වැඩේ.
So then I learned what happened.
ඉතින් දැන් මේ ඉඩකඩම් සේරම දන් දීලා ඈ එයා වෙස්සන්තර කියලා හිතාගෙන දන් දීලා මේ ස්වාමි දුවටත් ඕන කෙනෙක් කියන්න කියලා දන් දීලා දැන් ඊට පස්සේ දැන් මේ කවුද අහලා තියෙනවා ඉතින් දැන් දන් දුන්නට ඉඩකඩම් මේ මොකද ඇස් කන්නාස දන් දීලා නැහැ මොකද නැත්තේ කියලා වල දැන් උනත් දන් දෙන්න පුළුවන් කියලා තම කොටයක් උඩ දීලා පීයෙන් කපලා සතුන්ට ඒකයි.
So I hope I understood correctly. So this person, may I tell you Vesantara?
වෙස්සන්තර ජාතේ
So there is this last Jataka birth story of the Buddha called Vesantara. So this king Vesantara was famous because he was giving away so many things, including his wife and children actually. So this person had this craziness thinking he was a Vesantara. So he gave up his like possessions and lands, even wife and children. And he was kind of happy about it because he was following what the Vesantara was doing. So somebody else came and said, "Oh, now but if you are Vesantara, there is other story where he gives body parts like eye or ear, but you still have not given any of those."
ඉවරයි.
So this guy said, "Why are you telling me this? I can give those immediately." And he took this big cleaver and on the spot chopped off the fingertips and said, "Now you can give those things to the animals as my gift of body part." So that's what happened.
කපලක් දුන්නලු කපුටන්.
So that was actually his anger. So Lokamda was trying to give one example how anger and worry combine together to create something strong. So this guy got the worry and anger together, and as a result he chopped off his own fingertips.
තෙරුවන් සරණයි.
So anyway, that's the end for today. May you be well and happy. And thanks for listening.
කොච්චොල්